Here comes Salome Devidze to serve. Let's play pickleball.
I mean, we have really seen
many people?
some split steps and some not there. But Salome Devidze, one of the first ladies to really rip that open stance serve as well. She can crush it. And a lot of players kind of moving towards that more as opposed to the semi-closed or fully closed stance.
That's just pretty.
That's a great volley. And I remember right when she burst onto the scene, I'm talking 95% stay back for Salome Devidze, and she has really mixed in her opportunities to come forward as she's progressed in her career. But, I mean, you just don't see that off-balanceness from Catherine Parenteau, and that is just the pace through the court from the Salome Devidze groundies.
And we talked in the men's matches earlier about players liking a target. No one loves someone coming forward more than Salome does. She loves it.
Yeah, she can hit the spots, and her passing shots are one of the big strengths of her game. And I said this is a similar matchup to the Brooke Buckner match. And in the interview, Catherine Parenteau said, when someone likes to dictate play, I try to beat them to the punch. So I expect her to hit some bigger shots early in the point and try to come forward on a good ball, of course.
Dictating play.
Exactly right, and coming forward on a good ball, Dave.
Yes,
just like I said, there
we go.
Sometimes they prove me wrong, sometimes they prove me right.
That'll kiss wide.
And I believe Salome Devidze, a Georgian. And
yes.
And I'm not talking about the state.
No, she does not love the Bulldogs, I don't think. Maybe she does, but we're talking the country.
Salome just holding her deception enough to go up the line with that ball. Catherine Parenteau had to go to the full stretch, and it forced an error.
And that's where Catherine has the big advantage, court coverage.
Yes, and when Salome comes forward, the more shots she has to hit, the less percentage of points she's going to win, because the variety is on point from Catherine.
Target hit.
Yes, and just enough on the first ball to not be on the run on the second one in her strike zone. I know I love to say that, but it's just so important. And she, like I said, stripes it inside out with a great passing shot. Yeah, I mean, first two volleys significantly below the tape. After some good drops and topspin from Catherine Parenteau, she stayed the course and then found her inside-out backhand to finish.
Yeah, good look from the truck at that first ball that was well below the net. A very tennis-like approach shot there. A little cut and come in, chip and charge.
She did, and it forced an awkward swing from Salome Devidze, so try it again. I'm not quite sure she did, but it almost looked like she baited her to come forward, Catherine, because one of those ground strokes was just past the kitchen line, and then the very next ball, clean winner.
5-3.
And we've seen Annalie Waters play against Salome that way, purposefully leaving the ball short in the court, because then that exhibits the foot speed difference and puts Salome in uncomfortable spots. Catherine's starting to use all parts of the court here.
And I think uncomfortable is the key word that you said. And she's much more comfortable than she used to be up at the kitchen, but she is the most comfortable in the back of the court. That slice floating long.
Good look at that stance you talked about from Devidze. That's pretty.
A great volley. And that power, it's coming from your technique, your core, and your hips. And that is where it's
Game one.
8-5.
Wow, that is a big response, because Catherine had her in jail.
Yes. Return amazing from Salome, drop even better from Catherine, and then the finishing cross-court ball. I mean, they're just one-upping each other out there.
You said something about the longer the point goes.
Yes, and I was going to give her a compliment if she won that point of not doing too much from the kitchen line, but Catherine just tracks them all down. And once again, so many volleys from Salome hitting up on the ball.
That's just awesome from Devidze.
Yeah, I mean, ball striking, and she can go. It's both wings, and it's all the spots. So, you know, she doesn't have to cheat. She doesn't have to run around it like a lot of the fellas do. She just stripes it, and she can hit it anywhere. She's exclaiming to herself to put the ball away. And I can't disagree, Dave.
No, she had a great opportunity, and then that's the one that she popped up, and Catherine pounced. So a little stalemate over the last couple of rallies.
I'm saying it again, it's strike zone. It's in the strike zone. It's trouble for Catherine. It's not. Catherine is winning 80+% of the points, and it's all about those first couple of shots of the rally.
That was one of those I'm going to bring you forward on purpose shots. Wow.
Yeah, definitely. That was a sharp angle. And I think if she executed it, she would have brought her forward. So.
Yeah, it's clearly in the game plan. That's what she usually makes, and Devidze actually sensed a drop shot coming and went charging forward there.
And one of the benefits of it. So it makes your ground strokes tougher when you take that jab step forward. And you said, Dave, she doesn't miss that ball much. I'm not sure if I've almost ever seen her in the few times I've called her matches.
Deep on the return, and the variety of serves from Parenteau has been impressive here as well.
Yeah, all of the shots. We love to talk about the variety of her game, but against this specific opponent, it's even more of an advantage.
Good look at the cut serve there.
Yeah, she was going for a little slower with shape and depth, just a little too much depth on that one.
5-10. Point.
She got there, but just ran out of real estate.
And to the video board, we have a little microphone out there too. So we had an Alshon
face to the glass, and I'm talking camera glass. Oh my, Catherine guessed correctly and then got exactly what she needed, a ball off the tape to mess up the pace.
Yeah, I mean, rarely when you slap it hard and low do you get a reset out of it, and that's what the tape created.
10-7.
Just wide from Devidze, so Catherine Parenteau down a little bit early, calls timeout, gets ahead and stays ahead.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
That same part of the net serves Catherine on both sides.
Yeah, it does. And really nice game plan and execution from Catherine in game one. Short volleys, variety from the back of the court, just really good stuff. And Salome just so good at certain things, but I wouldn't say variety is a huge part of her game, and that makes the X's and O's a little tougher when you are playing someone like Catherine Parenteau.
What a read from Catherine Parenteau. Sprints to the spot and then executes the shot. That's ridiculous.
I mean, literally sprint to the spot before Salome is swinging at the ball. Anticipation off the charts.
3-0.
And that's, I mean, that's a good way to do it right there, because Salome's kind of adjustment is dictate better.
Yeah.
My game plan is to dictate, and when it didn't go my way, I'm just going to dictate better, and that last one was a good example of that. And maybe one of the adjustments she could make is frequency coming forward. And that is definitely something to monitor, but I'm just not sure going cat and mouse or rolling the ball as opposed to driving it is going to be the play for her.
Yeah, she needs to be full blunt force trauma, and Catherine was there, but just had the paddle behind her.
Just dictate better.
Yeah, 3.0 here. Oh dear. Does not get out of jail. Both ladies have hit overheads right back to their opponent and paid the price.
Yeah, sometimes they don't break to the open court. They just stay home. And man, that is a beautiful finishing shot from Salome Devidze on the two-handed backhand.
Yeah, surprised Catherine knows that scampering and scrambling, not the Devidze strength, hit it right to her.
Devidze will sometimes just kind of pull up and play the next point, you know, on some of those shots. So I think open court is definitely the play against Salome.
There's that off-speed twister of a serve.
You talk about off-speed to not off-speed from Salome Devidze, who destroys that kind of slower serve attempt from Catherine Parenteau.
Devidze gets there and hits a winner on the run, and it is Catherine Parenteau calling timeout.
Yeah, really good stuff from Salome, because quite a few cross-court backhands. This one up the line, and the perfect time to try that.
So, nice response from...
Time in, 4-3.
Just wide from Devidze.
And it's a simple point and a simple shot, but real frustration from Salome, because she knows she has to make that, especially coming out of the timeout. And a bit of variety from Salome as well, as that
Little dipper?
Yeah, that had more shape than any shot she's hit this match, and it was a great time to do it, getting Catherine on the full stretch.
4-3. Side out.
If you're wondering why that got cash, the approach was deep.
Yes. That's very new age of you cash,
Yeah,
Dave.
let's
That's
go. Come on.
legit. I talked about lots of 20s and 30s playing this sport. You got to cater
Got
to
to.
them.
And a little cash on the volley there, too. So Catherine is in a fight. She knows it. She's probably got a little of revenge on her mind from what happened in Mesa, where she lost to Salome. So this is for the chance for Devidze to get a little distance.
Wow, and Catherine forced her to go with the slice passing shot, and she came up with enough to create the error. I think some of their previous history just didn't seem like Catherine was just going to completely run away with this after game one, and here we are.
And that is the target she wants, and a big fist pump from Salome Devidze, and she is on a roll.
Yeah, she really is. And some, I think there was one negative emotion, but most completely positive in game two, and she has the lead, and her energy is up. I mean, what are they doing out here, Dave? Look at those shots from both players.
I mean, Devidze is like, I just won this rally on my approach shot, because there's no way she can get that up and over the highest part of the net. Oh, I was wrong. Wow.
3-6.
I mean, it sounds like a gosh darn shotgun coming off that two-handed backhand. I hope you can hear it kind of through the court microphones. We can certainly hear it live.
Catherine beaten cleanly again, coming forward on a ball in the middle of the court. Devidze will happily take her time.
And she was, a little bit of that was personal pump up, but there was a little glance over to Catherine, just letting her know, I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to play. You want this, you are going to earn it. Yeah, that's a questionable decision. I know she got away with the slice up at the kitchen line, but when she is ripping the two-handers like she has been, just stick with that for the approach shot.
This is the return, and Salome will play slow, and Catherine will sprint to the line. So that's the big difference here in pace. Smart decision to let that bounce, and we're tied. So much like in game one, Catherine called timeout.
On with tennis and now pickleball, these ladies aren't going to get rattled. They're not going to have huge emotional dips. They're professionals.
Once again, Catherine Parenteau does not go to the open court and pays the price.
Yeah, she does. I remember I used to, have that jab step to the left in basketball and drive right, but if the guy doesn't go for the fake, you run right into him. So you got to put it to the open court and know your opponent.
Just wide, and another tremendous piece of anticipation from Catherine.
Yes, I agree. And Salome was kind of moving back on that ball. Front shoulder flew open, and that's why that ball sails cross-court wide.
6-6.
Slip from Catherine Parenteau. She seems to be okay, and we have entered the topspin lob section of this match.
And Salome high to the two-handed backhand, and she goes up the line. I can't describe to you how tough that is. Almost always, or a good portion of the time, that ball's going cross-court. But Salome, as I mentioned, can put it anywhere.
And when I mentioned that, I didn't know that both players felt compelled to hit that shot, but they do.
Like, I mean, not once in the whole previous points of all the match, and then back to back. It's kind of funny, little mimicking and copycat out there.
Yeah. Sometimes you're like, oh, that's an interesting idea. Didn't work for either player. Boy, that is the shot that has been and may be the differentiator. The little backhand half down the line pace with just a little roll.
Yeah, and it's a bunt, but she gets so much spin off just that short little stroke.
Ah, the open court.
The open court, and I mean, carbon copy. One on the two-handed backhand side, this one on the forehand side. Catherine Parenteau taking pace off the ball at the appropriate times.
And you saw her chase her beautiful drop as well, didn't let it hit the ground. Now 9-6. Devidze just a little frustration there, gives a
9-6.
Guessing that was good?
Yeah, just caught. Neither player seemed particularly excited about what happened there, so.
6-9.
Not sure that was staying in, but we'll never know.
Yeah, the reaction of Catherine, I think, gives us our answer that it was not.
7-9.
So Catherine tries to drop it, but it sails too deep, and guess what? What a response back from Devidze, now within one with the ball.
8-9.
And just clean.
And took a little off, too. On the forehand side, I have seen a bit of shape from Salome, so I don't really hate the way she's been hitting that two-handed backhand. Catherine approaching there, just not the crispest approach, even though I like the location.
So, what do we have here? I was up at the Mall of America. They got the roller coaster. We got the roller coaster right here, Adam. It is 9-all. It's up for Catherine. It's down for Salome now. It is Salome on the rise. What's it going to take to get this one?
Yeah, I think that her decision-making coming forward and just more big two-handed backhands, and if she does get a look at a forehand, taking a bit of pace off and going for more spin. I like the shape of her shots and really what she's doing. So Catherine had a slight dip. She missed that one forehand roll that she's been so good at, and that cost her a bit. So it's a little combination of Salome having a good strategy and Catherine just having a slight dip in level.
So, will we
Time in.
close this out in 2 with Catherine, or is Salome going to force a 3rd game? Wow, return catches the tape, and she has a game point. Does that lady right there?
Game point. Ten, 9.
Just wide. What a beautiful drop under pressure from Catherine. Question on the ball over here.
Yeah, we heard the no
Yeah.
from Alshon earlier.
Yes.
That was just the Devidze no. And doesn't look like we're going to have a challenge ball back over to CP.
Side out.
Yeah, we got Lou Adamson, you're hearing Mark Thomas, and Onisha Smith is our tracking referee. Had that gone to a replay. Catherine expecting that big swing, and it never came.
Yeah, it's just so important when you have such a great mover as an opponent to be able to take that 2-hander up the line. And she went back to the well 3 times, and I think if she went cross court on any of those, she would have been in trouble.
So well earned to get this back. As you see Catherine sprint the wrong direction, and game point number 2 for Devidze.
10, 9.
Just missed it, or no. Oh, no. Catherine has overturned her own call and says it's good.
Yeah, I don't know if that was her or a referee, but that was a very interesting sequence right there.
Okay. What a scamper from Catherine Parenteau.
And I said she was a professional, and I think she knows the last ball of game 2 was out, and what a response to come back and play a point like that.
Wow.
Oh, I think a ball went under
Yeah.
the bleachers, yeah.
What a shame. That ball just produced a fantastic point, and we put a new ball in play before every game, so that one got exactly 1 rally, but it was quite good.
It was
so
very good.
You did your job. Vulcan V Pro flight. And that's great anticipation from Catherine of expecting cross court again.
Dave, court coverage and speed and anticipation are the same thing, and she has both, and she has shown them off the first 2 points of game 3.
Now missed return, and Salome does what we all do, stares at the paddle. It's got to be the paddle's fault. My goodness, just roped down the line.
Yeah, and not a lot of spin, and she didn't need it. That ball got from Salome's paddle to Catherine's very quickly.
Just too good from Devidze.
Yeah, it's a middle approach from Catherine Parenteau, and 2 controlled shots from Devidze, and then finishes cross court with quite a bit of topspin on that forehand. I mentioned it a couple times, but that's a big deal.
And again with the forehand down the line and able to get there and be set.
Yes, that has been the key from her, and yeah, I mean, and she's going over. So she is cross court with more spin and up the line. Higher net, shorter court to work with. It's flat and it's in, Dave. It's in.
Side out.
Miss serve followed up by a missed return, and when it is so much effort to get a point, to give one away at this point is really tough.
Oh man, what a beautiful setup from Catherine with the short serve, forcing Devidze to go to slice, which is what Catherine wants to hit her little top spin roll. She had all the court and just clipped the tape and went wide. Love the setup, just didn't quite have the execution.
2-3.
Again, Devidze sees the target, makes the target reach, tied at 3.
3-3.
Dictating play.
Right. All the shots to all the spots.
Lena Padiga-Meta as well. That's going to be a great one after this.
Just kind of hopped into that one. She's just been hitting it so clean. Stay grounded, do your thing.
Wow, and that little slice off speed serve gets a second missed return here in game number 3.
4-4.
And it's tough. Sometimes the tape hurts you and helps you. It's all over the place, and that one just sat up to about, you know, hip high to Catherine Parenteau. She had all the court to work with.
Yeah, it took her time, as you see right there, reset her feet. Oh, she had the read again. She's done it several times, but couldn't keep the paddle in front.
Yeah, even someone as balanced and graceful out there as Catherine, when you were on the full sprint, it's just not easy to keep those shots in play.
There's the camera that Mr. Alshon visited with, and very unexpected. That's really nice from Devidze, and the benefit of that last rally is Catherine would have been switching up 6-4. Now we're at 5-all, and perhaps Devidze, again, every little mental advantage you can get in singles you want. Someone's going to have a 1-point lead. Will it be Devidze? And it will indeed. So Salome Devidze will switch up 6-5. Obviously anybody's game here, but what a battle. 2 matches in a row where the level has been phenomenal, Adam Stone. So who's it going to be, the top seed, or will Devidze pull the upset? Coming in, it is go time for who's going to execute the best down the stretch.
Yeah, it's go time for everyone. And,
Yeah.
and there, you know, there's been some errors sprinkled in, but anytime someone gets a couple points up, it's the response of the other player, and I always love it when that's the case.
7-5.
Devidze coming forward a lot here too. See if she will do that again.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Dave, because that is not a ball that Salome Devidze comes forward on very often, as that ball landed just past the kitchen, and she's in. She's coming.
So Catherine finds just a sneaky little shot there, and we love Pickleball TV. There it is again. You can also watch on pickleballtv.com. Keep updating all the great places you can find it. That has been there for her all day.
It has. And you were touching on some mental advantages earlier, and those are great in any aspect of pickleball, but you got a buddy in doubles. You don't out here in singles. So if you don't have those mental advantages, you're in trouble.
That sails deep, and Catherine Parenteau pushes right back, 7 apiece.
7-7.
pushes that into the open court, and a little yell from the Canadian.
Yeah, as soon as that down the line pass from Catherine isn't struck perfect by Salome, that is big trouble, and we see what it's all about.
So here we go. Devidze calls timeout. Parenteau. And just blisters a couple forehands to get the ball right back.
Yeah, hammered. And I think Catherine has hit 13 different serves, variety of serves throughout this match to throw off any rhythm of Salome.
Wow. Kisses the taper. She was beaten cleanly, but the spin pushed it wide.
And how about just the aggressive court positioning, attacking the ball and moving forward from Salome?
Catherine keeps forcing the issue and gets a miss from the forehand and is now within 2 of Championship Sunday.
I mean, pick your poison situation, but I think I would look to target the forehand just a bit more to Salome Devidze.
Oh my goodness, what a shot. Catherine Parenteau is playing like Donna from Suits. She is awesome.
I mean, we said go to the open court, and she didn't, and she somehow found the angle without Salome covering. Unreal.
Match point. Oh, doesn't curl back in. That's a nervy overhead to hit because you know all the thoughts are in your mind. Great job by Devidze. Saves 1 match point.
7-10.
Gets it there again. I mean, Salome is not taking those jab steps to the middle of the court or possibly the open court. I don't know how Catherine is finding these angles with Salome staying home.
Match point number 2. Just clean pass. Wow. We will play on. Very nice inside out from Devidze after just destroying the slice return.
Yeah.
Devidze within 2.
8-10.
And that stays in, and it was Devidze who came forward first.
She did. And she caught Catherine Parenteau in an awkward spot a couple feet inside the baseline right here. And what, man, what a shot to the corner from Devidze.
Can she tie it up here? The answer is she sure can, and it's going to take more than 11.
Of course she can, Dave. Of course she can, the way this match has gone. Yeah, she didn't. Catherine slipped earlier, and Salome checked on her. She fell down that time. No, no, no.
10-10.
Wow, and Catherine just sort of guided a forehand right back to Devidze, and after saving 2 match points, Devidze has one of her own right here.
And the variety has been so great for Catherine, but every now and then you just got to rip through it, and I think that was the time for it.
11-10.
Oh, so it's Parenteau that pushes back with a beautiful forehand that had Devidze leaning.
I don't know if I've ever been more worried about a shot than the one that Catherine Parenteau hit, and I think she was worried as well. It drops just inside the sideline. Man, what a match.
I mean, that's the one you were speaking of right there, and then a nice little half volley dropper there. She knows that's the shot to play against Devidze, and folks, this is outstanding. 11 apiece, 1 match point for Devidze, 2 for Catherine. Neither one obviously being able to pull that off. Here we go.
Side out.
Devidze is the aggressor.
And a slow walk to the ball for Devidze as well.
11-11. Point.
Wow, Catherine decides to come forward and does not make good contact there. Devidze has a second match point.
See, I see no reason why she's not going to take her time right here. Served her well that last point.
And that is missed, so 2 saved on both sides. Does Parenteau have another response?
She put the finger up right into the fist pump.
Yes, it was like, I think it's out. Okay, good. That's wide.
Side out.
Yeah, just enough pace for Devidze as that ball just a few inches deep from Catherine, and she couldn't keep it in the sideline.
Match point 3 for Devidze.
12-11.
Oh my goodness, it is saved again. 5 total have been stopped. This is awesome. What a battle. And a clean inside-out winner from Catherine Parenteau. We're knotted at 13.
What a job to find a forehand for Catherine right there. Phenomenal footwork.
Referee timeout. We have blood on your knee. We need to take care of that.
Oh, that's, she went down to a knee a few points ago. I think it drew a little blood.
Tied in. 12-12. Side out.
Wow, got the short return and couldn't execute.
Well, I'll give it to these ladies. The last handful of points, first crack looking to come forward. Mixed results, granted, but they're going for it, and I respect it.
12-12.
Catherine is pointing to where she has multiple times not hit it into the open court, and now a 4th match point for Devidze.
13-12.
And that sails wide and deep, and it is Salome Devidze. She is going to play on Sunday. She saved 2 match points down, gets it done on her 4th takes 14 to get it done, Adam Stone. Welcome back to the Pickleball Central Indoor USA Championships, where Salome Devidze just won an epic 3-game thriller. She's standing by with us now. Salome, congratulations. What a match. Saved 2 match points in game 3 and then comes roaring back and wins it. How did you get it done?
Oh my God, it's incredibly tough to play Catherine. You know, at no point do you think I'm going to hit a great shot and win a point. I went on the match thinking I'm going to hit 20 great shots each rally and hopefully I can get it done. So just 1 point at a time and fighting and, you know, just, I don't know, 1 point at a time, I guess.
Salome, great playing out
Thank
there.
you.
And I would give you the power edge in this matchup, but we all know the variety of Catherine Parenteau. When you go into a match playing someone that style, what are a couple of your game plans or your points of emphasis?
Well, I've been watching Jack Sock, and I decided my forehand needs to get better, so I've been working on my forehand. Just, you cannot let her dictate the points. She's so crafty. I mean, some of those passing shots she hits, I didn't even think the angle was there, but she found the angle. So just basically keep fighting, keep going in. I felt like any time I got pushed back, I lost the point. So my whole goal was like get in as much as I could.
Well, Salome, we'd love to understand the little chat you have. You get real up close to the video board back there in timeouts when you're trying to get yourself going. Walk us through what's going on in your mind back there.
Breathing. Breathing is definitely one of the main things. Breathing, don't panic, don't freak out. You're on TV, you'll be okay, but keep on breathing.
Well, you treated us to an unbelievable match. Congratulations, you're going on to Championship Sunday. Salome Devidze, moving on to Sunday.
Woo! Thank you.
So, we got 1 match left. We've got another beauty here for you on Humana Championship Court.